seasoned pro looked great in practice.
Showing the form why just last week Mike became the third player in the history of the PBA to go over $2 million in career earnings. Is being the only right-hander an advantage?
Well, yeah, it certainly has been for Hromek. He can...
Well, you can add one more strike to the success factor today for Justin Hromek.
Well, through 2 matches, he has 16 strikes. He's made all his single pins. He's had a couple of splits, hasn't made either one of them. Those are the 2 opens. But getting back to the advantage of being the only right-hander, he knows that his ball is the only ball on the right-hand side that's carrying the oil down and changing the lane pattern. So it makes it easier for him to adjust to his own carry down. Ooh. 7-pin standing for just a second. It falls down, but the 10-pin doesn't.
Is Hromek Irish? A little luck?
Well, he was fortunate right here. You see that 7 just toppling at the last minute. Made the 10-pin in the 10th frame of the last game to win. And he makes the 10-pin here.
Otherwise, he might have been 0 for 3 on split.
If that 7-pin doesn't fall, you can book it. He wasn't going to make the 7-10, although it's been made a few times, but not very often.
26 PBA national titles for this man.
And he just drilled this right lane in practice. Kind of like that, Jim. Nothing fancy about Mike Aulby. Very basic in his form. Doesn't put a lot of big, heavy roll on the ball, but has great direction and has a super mental game. Just the ability to focus on the task at hand. Mike Aulby as good as anybody.
How about consistency? I mean, the PBA Player of the Year in '85, and then 10 years later in '95. That's a model of consistency.
Well, it is, and he's went through a lot of changes with the equipment and the lanes. The pins changed. He made the right adjustments and still a top bowler today. Ooh, ball hooking in just a skosh high. Leaves the 6 and the 10. Thought he had it. He was running it out like he thought he was going to get it. Ball over the 7 board. Coming back in. Just leaving what we call the fast 8. Might have had that ball set just a little bit early. Didn't get the proper loft down the lane.
Two strikes and a spare. Good shot of the release.
Up the back of the ball. Very important. People think that the ball hooks because you put spin on it. It hooks because of the forward revolutions. And that better hurry up. Look at that ball come back.
Strike in the first, a spare in the second, and the third, all 10.
Well, this ball I thought was going to hang. He got good leverage coming back from the 3 board. Watch the 6-pin. Bang! Just knocks the 10-pin out. 8-pin lead for Mike Aulby. Hromek can cut that lead to a +2 if he strikes here. For the lead. He's got it.
Talk about in the zone.
And Mike Aulby using a ball with an aggressive cover stock. He's got it sanded with 600 grit to create more roll.
Well, I mentioned that just last week he was the 3rd player in the history of the PBA to go over the $2 million mark. Ray Williams Jr. and Pete Weber, of course. Parker's closing in.
Oh, he'll get there soon. He's a machine.
He'll sell that many books. Now, Mike.
Well, he's got the right touch to just kick out that 7-pin. Very soft with the fingers at the bottom of the swing. Lets the ball roll, doesn't force anything. Watch the 4-pin, it does the damage on the 7. The reaction, oh, yes.
Big week for this man's son, CJ, back in Indianapolis. CJ plays on the squirt hockey team, kind of a farm team at the Indianapolis WHA Racers. And CJ won all 3 games this week. Had a couple of assists, so proud dad right there.
Well, big hockey fans, the Aulbys. And bowling fans as well. There's another strike for Aulby. He extends that lead. Now back to 8 pins. Now, can this man answer?
Does the pressure build as you're trying to plow your way through and win 4 matches in a row?
Well, I think there's a different kind of pressure on Hromek in this game because he's bowling 26-time champion Aulby. I'm a big 49er fan, born in the Bay Area, and those were some fun years. Hromek, 2 pins in the lead, can extend to 12. The 3, excuse me, the 2, the 8, and the 10. No leverage on that shot. Ball squirts off his hand. He'll just take the count, go for the 2 and the 8 pin. If you get a lucky bounce and you make it, well, so be it, but probably not going to happen.
So, as Marshall said, you just take the count. We'll take the count and go to commercial, then come back live. It's the inaugural Silicon Valley Open on ESPN. Mike Aulby trying to stop the momentum of Justin Hromek. Mike actually made an equipment change this year, and you thought it was very significant.
Well, it was significant. He changed ball companies, and now he's he's a free agent. He can throw anybody's equipment, but it takes a while to understand exactly how to set up your equipment to optimize your chances. 7-pin won't fall. But he was used to throwing one company for years and years and years. He knew when one ball wouldn't work, he'd switch to another. Now, as a free agent, he has the ability to throw, anybody's equipment, and it can be kind of confusing. Hard and straight, no problem.
One of the things you like about Mike's game is his mental edge.
Oh, it's superb. It's as good as anybody. Maybe, Norm Duke would be comparable, but certainly not any better than this man. Now, Mike doesn't always get the job done, but he never makes the mistake with his mental game. Solid push away, straight arm swing. Watch the 4-pin, it drives out the 7.
Justin now down by 12. Got it a little high and got plenty of pin action.
The ball did cut through the pocket just a tad. It didn't touch the 9-pin, but some other pins got in the way of that and knocked it down.
The winner gets the #1 seed, former PBA Rookie of the Year Jason Couch. Right now, it's anybody's game.
Well, it is. And Hromek down by 12 pins to this man, Mike Aulby. He can cut that to a 2-pin deficit with a strike here in the 8th frame. And a great adjustment. And actually not so much an adjustment, Jim, but just a better shot on lane 13. Last time on 13, got quick, got the ball to the right, never did make the corner, left that 2-8-10.
Max score for Mike, 257. Justin 3 strikes in a row, the 6th Open, then 2 in a row. What a reaction. He was halfway to the 101 expressway.
He was coaxing that ball back up to the pocket. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. It did. 12 pins down. Justin Hromek.
It's kind of the time of the match where you don't look at your opponent.
Well, you know, there's nothing to be gained by watching Mike bowl right now for Justin. He's not going to learn anything. He bowls on the left-hand side of the lane. Hromek's on the right.
Come in, ball.
He's praising himself. Good shot, good shot. You're right, Mike. Great shot, great shot. He really hangs on in the follow-through, holds it. And right now he's just watching and enjoying. Oh, yeah. Dead, solid, 9th frame, perfect.
Down by 22. Justin.
Must have it, gotta hurry. Crawls up to the pocket, knocks the 6th pin out. It looks as if Justin has started spinning the ball more. You know, he was working on keeping his hand behind the ball longer. He has a tendency to come over the top of the ball and spin it, does Justin Hromek. 245. Best score that Hromek can shoot.
See, Mike's not looking either.
What a great classic battle between Justin Hromek and Mike Aulby. Hromek moving further to the left, slow rolling it, bang, right in the pocket. All right.
Made a change in his delivery earlier this year, right?
Yeah, the change was that he tries not to initiate the turn until later in the downswing. That keeps him further behind the ball, more solid forward roll. Oh, yeah. He'll be in the 240s, and he'll force Aulby to have to strike.
That's 5 in a row for Justin.
Very important that he fills 10 on this shot. 245 would force Aulby to strike, 9 spare to win by a pin.
Six in a row. What a spectacular finish. Looking for his 4th PBA title. Strike 9 spare now is what Mike needs, right?
That's what he needs, and I said it early. When he has a chance to get the job done, he walks right through the door. Can he do it again?
Justin never looked up. His head never wavered.
Nothing he could do right now. That was the tough part, getting that first strike. 9 spare. I know Aulby will 9 spare. I just know it.
So does Justin.
Oh, I'm sure Justin feels like his match is over. I mean, stranger things have been known to happen, but that is Mike Aulby.
If it's an 8 spare, guess what? We've got a tie.
Yep. Then they'd have to go into a sudden death, one-shot roll-offs. Just needs to stay in the pocket. He did his job. He's a professional. He got 9. Put the ball in the pocket. Needs to make the spare. He knows that he's going to make it.
There's some nervous folks back in Indianapolis. Mike's wife, Tammy, son, CJ, watching this morning.
For the win. Count it up. Mike Aulby. He'll be in the final match. What a pro.
What a terrific match. Justin Hromek had a